Welcome to Kentucky Football Nation. Let's go over some rule changes for this upcoming college football season. The Rules Committee rule changes came out, and there are 5 rule changes. 2 of them have to do directly with SEC coaches. Imagine that. I keep saying, and I'm going to say it again, the reason the Big Ten is catching the SEC in football is not because of players, it's because of coaches. They're getting out coached. We have some good coaches, and I don't know where our coach ranks on that. Very good coaches, but we have some coaches that are just mediocre and are better than what they think they are. Let's start off with the fake injury rule. We'll call it the Lane Kiffin rule because he effed that up for everybody. Players were falling down. He would point to a player after the play was over and they spotted the ball and the guy would fall over like he'd been shot. Well, you can't blatantly do that. This is what happens when somebody's a dumbass. So, yeah, I'm going to call Ole Miss a dumbass. The new rule is if a medical personnel enters the field to evaluate an injured player after the ball is spotted by the officials for the next play, that injured player's team is charged a timeout. And if they don't have a timeout, it's a 5-yard delay of game. Hey, thanks, Lane Kiffin, for messing that up. Not that I don't think I imagine everybody did that if they had to, but they just didn't point to somebody and have them like it was, dominoes or something. So you messed that up, buddy. Thanks. Verbiage rule. I don't understand verbiage. After calls are reviewed, the phrase confirmed or stands will be changed to upheld or confirmed. So, okay, you're changing confirmed to upheld. It means the same thing. I'm not a thesaurus, but. And then, of course, number 3 is the Shane Beamer rule. There's another coach that just, dude, Shane Beamer. If a kickoff return player makes a T sign when the ball's in the air, which is what in the bowl game against Illinois, and you're lucky you didn't get your ass kicked by that big Illinois coach, because if you would have ran out there, he'd have probably decked you, acting like you was being held back. Man, stop it. So if you didn't see it, it's in a bowl game. So if you hold your arms out with a T sign, the play's whistled dead and it's a touchback. You can't advance the ball. Once again, one coach F's it up for everybody. Hey, thanks, Shane. You're certainly not your dad, are you? Next one's just something simple. Player to communications in the helmet radio. It will be allowed in the FCS. It's already in the FBS, so we're already using it. And then the last one. Now, this happened in the Ohio State-Oregon game. I didn't even remember this. This is how it helped Oregon beat Ohio State. 12 men on the field. This is what Oregon did. So this is after the 2-minute warning, timeout. After the 2-minute warning timeout, if a defense is flagged for 12 men on the field, the offense can elect to reset the clock. Because here's what they did. Here's what Oregon did. There was like 10 seconds left in the game. Ohio State's trying to drive down into field goal range. Well, they waited. Ohio State's about to run a play. They wait till the last second. They had a defensive back run on the field on purpose. Now, it was an incomplete pass by Ohio State, but it ran 4 seconds off the clock. So they got 5 yards, but they lost 4 seconds. So yeah, you could trade time for yardage if you did it on purpose. And of course, once again, it was legal. So yeah, thanks for effing that up, Oregon coach. So yes. So what they're trying to say is what here? It was a live ball foul, and it's no longer going to be a live ball foul. So you can't just run time off the clock. And then, so that is the 5 rule changes. So once again, fake injuries, you're going to get charged a timeout, or you're going to get a 5-yard delay game penalty. The verbiage rule, confirmed or upheld. I'm not a thesaurus. It means the same thing. The Shane Beamer rule, if you put your hands out like this, it's a touchback. You can't advance the ball. And coach to player communication, helmet radios will be allowed at FCS. And then, yeah, after the 2-minute warning, if a defense is flagged for 12 men on the field, you can get the time back. So those are pretty smart rule changes. I do want to say something to my friends at Locked On Ole Miss podcast before I get off of here. Locked On Ole Miss podcast. What are you guys doing? So they're doing a series of videos called "Why I Hate," like why I hate Mississippi State. Why they did one on why I hate Kentucky, and of course they're just doing it for clicks because it's such a ignorant. First of all, why don't you guys try using some facts? Don't be ussies with a P if you're going to talk crap about us. It talked about how we don't have a football culture, like you have a football culture. So I go on there and I do a very nice post and I point out, hey guys, you haven't won an SEC title since 1963. We won one in 1976. Are you a big time football culture? I went last 20 years. You've won 132 games. We've won 128 games. You don't have a football culture. You haven't won anything. So I figure, well, they're going to give me a nice educated answer. And no, they don't. They won't respond to my post. So you don't want to hear the truth, huh? Is that what it is now? You're going to be cowards. So all right, you just want to get clicks, but don't be stupid about it. And why don't you try changing the word from hate to something else? Get out of thesaurus. If you know what a thesaurus is. If you don't know what it is, hell, never mind. Not that we care. You're already scared to play us next year. Hell, the guy in the video said, you should be scared to play us next year. You're not that damn good. You might have offense, and I like Lane Kiffin, and I like Ole Miss fans in general. But don't get on there and act like you're some SEC power. You lost 3 damn games. You didn't even have a chance to win a national championship. And you lost to 2 basketball schools, didn't you? Florida and Kentucky. So, yeah, we're a basketball school, but we still whipped your ass. So, get a brain, will you? Some of these people that do podcasts, come on. All right. Well, anyway, that's rules changes and me rambling about Locked On Ole Miss. So next video will be linebackers. I'll put that out this weekend. If you like the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Go to our shorts portion. I put on us beating Ole Miss, a 60-second short of us hitting a long pass and then missing a field goal. I did that for you guys, Ole Miss. Today I put that on our shorts part just for you. Give you a little reminder of, you don't have a culture either, brother. So listen, have a good day, like and subscribe.